you want to improve your accent, if you want to improve your listening comprehension, then these are the videos for you. They're very unique. You will not find other exercises like this on the internet. We are practicing with real life people who are trying to improve their listening comprehension and their accent through pronunciation, accentuation, and intonation. And if you want to do that, you can come along with us right now and you can watch these videos and practice with us. And if you would like to participate, just click on the link in the description to the Discord group. The first two people who volunteer once the video starts are the two people who get to practice with us on that day. And if you find these videos helpful, remember to press the like button and also subscribe. I need your help to grow my channel. It's a very unique channel. Well, now let's get started and let's improve our English accents and our listening comprehension. All right, now we've got our final word for today, which is narrow down. That's a phrasal verb.
Mhm,
Can you guess what that
mhm.
verb means, to narrow something down?
I don't have to guess it because I know it.
Oh, you know it? What does
Yeah, it's in the it's in the computer as well. To narrow down something, to
it
just to count, to just to like to reduce the things to be a bit smaller.
mean?
To be like your options getting smaller, your numbers getting smaller.
Yeah, to reduce your
Like
or to reduce the possibilities
like
to something more manageable.
yeah, like you trim something, if you get what I mean.
You train. I'm sorry. You train what?
Trim means it
Trim.
make it
Oh,
less
yeah.
inside. Trim, yeah.
You can also say trim down. That means something a little bit different.
Trim down.
Or they actually, that was not in the book, but they were describing how I don't know, like a search function works, and they were saying, well, the way that the algorithm for a search function works is it divides by half, and then it divides by half again. And I just thought, well, this is a good way to use narrow down. It narrows down the option. Okay.
Mhm.
Can you read the sentence? What does it say?
You need to narrow down the list of candidates for the job. Yeah,
And what does that mean? What does that sentence mean?
you need when you need to come down to the right figures or the right numbers. We don't have to look to the whole list. Just
Yeah.
the people suit for the job or the.
People.
Oh yeah, again I know again people. Yeah,
People.
people,
Yeah, so maybe you have
people. Yeah.
20 candidates and they say, well, that's too many candidates. Let's just find five. You narrow the candidates down to five. So it means make it smaller. Make that big group smaller.
Yep.
Okay. So is that a literal phrasal verb, do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think so. I think you could look at those words and understand the meaning of narrow down.
yeah. You can easily guess the meaning. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You can
So
easily
so which word should we emphasize? Narrow or down?
narrow.
No, no. If it's literal, then you want.
Oh, so yeah. Later that the second, the same mistake,
Mhm.
same
Yeah.
mistake.
If it's literal, you want to emphasize the second word or the
The
final.
second one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, same
Uh,
mistake.
so can you read up to list of?
Okay, we need to narrow down the list.
Okay. And are there any other important words in that phrase besides down?
We need to narrow down.
Okay. How about list? Is list an important word?
Yeah, the list. Yeah,
Okay. So we've got we need to narrow down the list.
we need to narrow down the list.
We need to narrow down the list of.
We need to narrow down the list
Okay. And what are the final words of that phrase?
of candidates for the job.
Okay. And what are the important words in that phrase?
Candidate job.
Okay. And where's the sound? Where's the big sound in the word candidates?
Candidates. And
Can. Can. Not dates.
uh, candidates,
Candidates. Candidates like that.
candidates,
Okay.
candidates.
So
Okay,
we need to narrow down the list of candidates for the job.
we need to narrow down the list of candidates for the job.
Okay. And okay, let's add a little bit of music. So we'll make all of our
Uh-huh,
important sounds into a high tone.
uh-huh.
And then when we get to the end, we'll make that a lower tone. So it should sound something like, we need to narrow down the list of candidates for the job.
We need to narrow down the list of candidates for the job.
Okay. What kind of question can we make with that? Make a why question.
What,
Go ahead.
why do we need to narrow down the list of candidates?
Okay, say that again.
Why do we need
Uh-huh.
to narrow down the list of
And
candidates?
what is the important word in your question?
Why do we?
Why do we? Why do we? Why do we need to?
Why do we need to?
Why do we need to narrow down?
Why do we need to narrow down?
Why do we need to narrow down the list?
Why do we need to narrow down the list?
Why do we need to narrow down the list of candidates?
Why do we need to narrow down the list of candidates?
Okay. Let's say because we have too many.
Okay, we need to narrow down the list of candidates because we have so many.
Okay, but now you notice that when you say we need to, is that word to important?
Need to. No,
No?
to.
Okay. So it sounds
Mm,
like need to, need to, need to.
Eat to. Eat to.
Okay,
You need to.
but
Eat to. Yeah.
but the word too, T-O-O, as in too many, that's always important. That's always emphasized. So it never sounds like to. It always sounds like too. Too
Okay.
many. Too many can.
Too, too many candidates. Okay.
So you have nita, that's one two. Nita.
Need to.
Okay, but then
Need to.
but then
Too many candidates.
too
Okay.
many. That's always big. That T-O-O is
Mm,
always a big sound.
okay.
We need to narrow down the list of candidates because there are too many applicants.
We need to narrow down the list of candidates because we have too many candidates.
That's right.
Applicants.
Applicants. Yeah, candidates,
Applicant.
whatever.
Applicants. Mm,
Okay, well, I think we're going to finish here for today. I might be back later on tonight. I don't know. I'm sorry I haven't been. I've been electrical and internet problems. It's been crazy this week because of the weather.
That's
But
that's understandable, man. Are they going to be the same time, like?
maybe we have to see. I'm not sure about tonight, but if I do it, I'll put something up very soon. I'll put up the video. Okay, so that.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for participating, and anybody else who wants to join in, there's a link in the Discord, and you can always join in and practice with me. And we'll be back later with more English practice. Okay.
Thanks, sir. Thanks. Can't thank you enough.
Thank
Thank you.
you for participating. Goodbye.
Thanks. Bye bye.